Hi everyone, I'm Sant, and welcome to the Manga Information channel. Before we get into the content of this video, I'd like to ask you to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This helps the channel grow and gain more exposure. It's quick and easy, and you'll be helping out. So, without further ado, let's get into the content of this video.
Chapter 1094, The Scientific Defense Warrior, St. J. Garcia Saturn. Page 1. Title, The Scientific Defense Warrior, St. J. Garcia Saturn. Initial text, The order has arrived. The chapter begins with Vegapunk Atlas yelling at the Marines on the island. Get them out of our way! We then see an image of the command order, showing that a Vegapunk has now given the order. However, there is an order above that, which would be from a Garcia. We see some Marines who say, "It's a Vegapunk's order, damn it. This is bad." We then see the Mark IIIs receiving the orders. One Mark III, Pacifista, already points its hand to shoot a Marine. They start running. Page 2. The Marines yell, "Damn it, get away from the Pacifistas." We see many shots from the Pacifistas at the Marines. Many screams. Other Marines talk to each other. Whose words were those? Vegapunk came down here? Another points to the Vega Tank 8. Look, it's Atlas who's looking for Bonnie. Page 3. We then see inside the Vega Tank 8. Frankie, hey, why are we going to the center? We're going to fall. Stella, these tires are made of Kairosaki, they won't fall. Kairosaki has the property of sticking. Meanwhile, Sanji, who is also there, also yells, "Bonnie-chan. I found her." Frankie, seriously, Sanji? Sanji, yes, my lady radar never fails. Page 4. Some Marines say, "It's Bonnie, but the Pacifistas are in our way." Then Bonnie comes out from behind the pillar she was hiding behind. She has a weapon in her hand. The Marines then yell, "There she is! It's her, it's Bonnie!" The supernova then uses a power called near-death experience, hitting the Marines in her way. Page 5. A Marine says, what? His face starts to fall off and he turns into a skull. He starts to cry and faints. We then see a Vice Admiral. He says, "What's wrong with you people?" A Marine on the ground, drooling, says, "I saw the river of death." We see that Bonnie manages to escape, while another Marine says, "And wait, it's Bonnie." Then we see a Mark III that says as Bonnie runs, "We won't let you escape." Bonnie is surprised. Why? Page 6. Then we see that this Pacifista is being ridden by another Vice Admiral. Boxed introduction. Vice Admiral Bluegrass. She then says, "If it's just one, it doesn't matter, I can ride anything. The stick Nomi makes it my killer mount. If I kill you, will the course of our battle be changed?" Bonnie then looks at the Pacifista that is about to shoot her. Bonnie only says, "Father." The Vice Admiral says, "Give them back the manipulated years." Page 7. Then we see that Bonnie is saved by Sanji at the last minute. Sanji says, "Bonnie-chan, don't just stand there." A Marine says, "It's the black leg." Sanji then says, "I heard that Kuma is your father. But you can't think that all of them are Kuma." Then a Vice Admiral says, "You're here." And he is about to hit Sanji with a blow called Raccoon Hammer. But Sanji manages to dodge. Sanji says while carrying Bonnie, "Let's just run." Vegapunk says, "Get in here, Sanji and Bonnie." Altus says, "The Pacifistas are on our side. Jump here." Page 8. the scene changes. Presentation box. Research level. We see that the fight between Luffy and Kizaru continues. Kizaru says, "Sorry, I can't focus on my mission if I stay here." Luffy says, "Hee. But that's my mission." Kizaru says, That's a problem." Then Kizaru flies away very quickly. Luffy says, "Hui. Wait." Page 9. Then we see a picture of all the strongest feeling a presence. Kizaru says, Luffy stops smiling. Zoro says, "What is that?" We also see Rob Lucci, who feels the presence. We see Jinbei, who says, What strange presence is this?" We see Nami and Usopp hurrying to take Stussy, who is very injured. Usopp says, "Let's hurry." We see 2 more vice admirals who say, "This could be." Then we see a black silhouette that says, "Stop pacifistas." The voice is heard throughout the island. Page 10. Then we see that the pacifistas have stopped. Atlas says, "What happened?" "The pacifistas have stopped escorting us." "Hey, listen to my orders." But the only one above our orders is a Garcia. Then we see a 5-pointed star circle on the ground. And thunder, which could be Conqueror's Haki, coming out of them. Some shocked Marines say, "A magic circle." Vegapunk says, "There's something strange here. Let's hurry. Something is coming." Then we hear someone saying to the soldiers inside the island, "The Garcia Saturn is on the island." Some say, "What is a Garcia?" Page 11. The voice says, "Officers of lower rank are not authorized to look at him." Then we hear an explosion. Vegapunk says, "A Garcia came to the island." The others inside the Vega Tank 8 say, "Garcia?" Stella then says, "They are the highest authorities in this world." Frankie and Jacques says, Sanji says, "Let's hurry." Then we start to see someone submerging from the circle. Sanji looks down and says, "Someone is coming out of that black circle." Page 12. An officer sweating coldly looking at it says, "What? A monster." We see that when this officer says that, the Garcia's eye glows, and the officer's head explodes. The other officer who was with him is in shock. Presentation box. The greatest authority of the world government. Garcia, warrior of scientific defense. Saint Garcia Saturn. The Garcia says, "The surface of the world has been a while." Page 13. Bonnie then says, "What is that monster?" Sanji says, "Up there. Be careful." Then we see that a lightning bolt passes near the Vegapunk and it is Kizaru who is behind them shooting. Kizaru says, "That was close." But Luffy is behind him. Luffy, while inflating his arm muscle, says, "Stop, Kizaru." Kizaru says, "Your form isn't reaching its limit, is it?" Frankie screams, "Luffy, do something." Page 14. Kizaru aims again and says, "Leave this to me." But Luffy starts spinning and uses the attack called Geomu White Star Gum. Luffy's punch hits Kizaru's skull and sinks in just like it did with Kaido. Page 15. Kizaru says, "This is bad." The pauses in his speech indicate that he may be passing out. But Luffy says, "I've reached my limit," and turns into an old man as he falls. Saturn says, "Nika." Luffy and Kizaru fall, but the Vega tank also falls. Final double, page 16 and 17. We see the complete form of Saturn, while Frankie, concerned for Vegapunk, says, "Are you okay, Vegapunk?" Sanji, holding Bonnie, says, "Atlas, are you okay?" Atlas says, "Yes, I'm fine." Stella faces Saturn and says, "Saint Saturn." The Garcia says, "I thought they had already killed you, Vegapunk." But we see Bonnie having some memories. "I issued the request," Vegapunk says. Bonnie then runs and picks up a sword from the ground. More memories of Bonnie. Keeping her sense of identity. However, if you do that, then Kuma. I absolutely will not allow it. At the end of the chapter, Bonnie stabs the sword into Saturn's chest, crying. Editor's final text, she is overcome with anger. We will have a chapter next week.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Also, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.